Hello? Hello? I think it's working now. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry about that. I was just saying, hello everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Wasn't planning on streaming today, but I'm glad you're all here. I'm gonna stream some level design for Entropy 02 tonight. Just wanted to say hi to everyone. Hi Len. Hi Vizzies. Hi Concordia Willows. Hi Stoned. And I wanted to say, Stoned, happy birthday. I hope your weekend is off to a good start. Um, hello, Square Cranium. And thanks again for letting me know about the microphone. I totally didn't notice because the microphone is on. It's just my computer, for some reason, like my OBS forgot which device is supposed to be the microphone. So that's embarrassing. But I'm glad we're here. Hello, Mozzarella. Wow, chat's popping off today. Oh, so I wanted to mention Restream. I'm using Restream to dual stream to YouTube and to Twitch. I just realized, is there... What's that on the left side of my screen? It's not supposed to be there. Wait. Is that... How did that get there? I'm a bit confused. Oh, that was weird. I'm sorry, we're off to a really scuffed start today. I'm new with Restream. I really wanted to try streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. Twitch is my preferred platform, but I've noticed that a lot of people liked using YouTube, especially people who like Half-Life 2 modding. I feel like that's a better platform for modding stuff. So I decided to try the best of both worlds, and today I'm using Restream.io to multi-stream to both. It seems like it's working pretty well. We'll see if there's any scuff or any issues, or if the stream gets taken down. But I'm just kind of experimenting with it today to see how it works. So far, I'm liking it, although I do find it very disorienting. So sorry if I've been kind of just all over the place with this. So many chats. So for today, I wasn't planning on doing a mapping stream this weekend because where I'm at with this particular level that I've been working on, I thought it would be better to do it offline. But I decided earlier today, I was like, you know what, let's do this. Let's do this live. So far, I've worked on two separate vignettes for this map. You are a soldier, Scar Zero. You're trapped underneath Arbite 1, the research facility in EZ2, and you're trying to escape, and along the way to get some aperture technology that you can bring with you. So the two vignettes that I did are you fall into the basement and you have to solve some portal puzzles to get out, and then the other vignette was finding the aperture core and the portal gun. So I made those on stream. But the next thing I wanted to do is a little bit different. I wanted to have a scene where you see the boss fight from Chapter 3 of EZ2 from a different perspective. So I actually copied that level from EZ2, and I've been working on retooling it to show it from a different perspective. And the part that I'm on today is that I want to combine this map with a different map from EZ2 to show like where you are. I think it'll make more sense when I show it in game. But yeah, I want to show off actually what I have so far. I think that'll make it clearer, and then I can start working on combining those maps together for this. If this is your first time tuning in, sorry, I'm throwing a lot all at once. But over the past couple of mapping streams, I've been working on this add-on that's going to be, it's kind of a spin-off of EZ2 that I'm going to put up on the EZ2 Steam Workshop. Oh, I'm a bit quiet. Does my microphone sound quiet? The audio levels look like it's pretty high, but if I sound quiet, just let me know. Vizzy says, I hear you. That's good. Just make sure. I don't know if I trust the multi-chat here. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'll turn it up just a little bit. Does this sound okay? A little bit more? That's good. So, we put on maybe Portal soundtrack. I'm just going to load into the add-on as it exists right now, and I can show some of these things. So if this is first time in stream, the first map that we worked on for this add-on, Portal soundtrack is a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down. Sorry. Turn that down. Okay. So the first map that we worked on was oops. There we go. Oh, I can just load it up from the bonus maps. There we go. This one. Seems good. That's good. This was the first map that we made. It's mostly a puzzle map. You start out here where you fell from where we last saw Scar Zero and EZ2. He was taken up into a vent. So you've been taken through the vent and now you fell down here. You have to get in through this door. Get over there to the exit. But in order to do that, we need a cube. So, let's quickly play through this section. There's some buttons. First cube opens this door. The zombie is going to notice us, and soon will attract the attention of the Gnome. I'm using a regular turret instead of the EZ2 kind of like broken turrets. I think that'll be interesting. Gnome is fighting the turret over there. This was a problem I had. The Gnome, because I marked some of those corpses that it can notice them, it's going to go over there and for a while, and then it'll leave, hopefully. I think he saw me. Oh. Take this cube over to the button. I hear that he's right behind me. I don't know how this head crab got here. I'm gonna head this way. This button drops the platform that we need, but I don't have anything to weigh it down. This button will drop a cube. Button. Now there's no way to remove the box from the cube from the button, but I can despawn it, and then the button will lift up. So I came up with that mechanic as a way to kind of foreshadow how the new portal gun is going to work. That was map number 1 that we've made. Map number 2 is this one.
Hello.
Is the map done? Oh no, I'm afraid not.
Are you still there?
So this is the second map that I worked on. There's this floor that we need.
Shutting down.
There. Oh, the turrets aren't supposed to be able to push the buttons. We'll worry about that later. You pick up the portal gun here. Use it to move the box through the door. Portal 3 looks good. Yeah, right. So that's where we are so far with the mapping streams that I've done. I built those 2 vignettes. It's not very much yet, but this is kind of foundational. I'm trying to focus on individual story beats before I put it all together, because I know a very loose idea of what I want to do with this character and the location, but I've kind of been trying to figure it out as I go. So now we get to today's map. This probably looks familiar. think I can stop the music because there is going to be music in here. Do you have any plans to re-implement the explosive barrel puzzle that was scrapped? No, I think a cube actually makes more sense. Originally, I was thinking explosive barrel because you need a way to remove the prop from the button without actually touching it. But then I remembered the fizzlers in Portal and how that could be used to solve it more easily. I want to keep it really simple because really it's just supposed to get into your head this idea that like you can move things at a distance, which will be important when you get the portal gun. Door to nothing. Is this Looney Tunes? Yeah, I haven't built anything behind the door yet. Oh, thanks, Boom Donuts. Len says, have you played any of the Toho games? If so, do you have any interest in a pitch of a Toho game main source? No, I'm not really into Toho. I know the characters just from seeing, you know, internet memes and the like, but I'm not, I don't think it's really my kind of thing. This map is going to be interesting because, oops, spawn random. That's not right. Spawn, there we go. I'm not bad cop anymore. So I'm going to turn on no target. Oops, sorry. SV cheats 1, no target. Flip. What have I done? Let me try this again. Okay, so we are no longer bad cop. So this is the same map that we're familiar with from EZ2, but it's gonna play out from a third-person perspective. So I want Scar Zero to be able to walk into this room and watch basically the combat happening, but it'll be while you're doing puzzles in another level, essentially. I want to have a puzzle where you send the Gnome into this arena, basically, and so you catalyze the fight. Up here in this observation room watching. Thanks, Concordia Willows. Refract OP. Yeah, the refraction is a little bit much. Maybe I'll tone that down. Oh, the Gnome is on fire. That's interesting. There's a lot of fast zombies. I'm not quite sure like what in the logic is causing there to be so many. I did want to say this wasn't actually very much work to get to this point because this is all an existing map, you know, from EZ2. And all I did was throw in the NPC for Bad Cop and add a little bit of scripting. So it works out of the box quite well, but this is just a set piece that I think will be really important to have in the map pack. Is Scar Zero going to feature updates? That's that exact room. You know, I actually wondered about that. I don't foresee us ever changing EZ2 just for something that was put on the workshop, you know, like this, because this is kind of a side story. So I don't think that we will. But the Bad Cop, he can die. I didn't script it so that he can't die. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't think we'll change it. But I did think about it. When you said portal gun, I thought it was going to be another portal gun from Portal. No, sorry. So I said portal gun as shorthand for the displacer pistol, which is a weapon that we cut from EZ2. It was something it went through a lot of different phases in EZ2's development, and we ended up cutting it loose because it was just a little bit too powerful. Not just in like it's overpowered, but too powerful as in it can break the game. You know, we had to ask questions like, what happens if you use the displacer pistol on Dr. Mossman? What happens if you use the displacer pistol on a certain Combine soldier who needs to be in a certain place at a certain time? What if you use it on, I don't know, the advisor? You know, the displacer pistol just like didn't work in the game with the levels, so we cut it. But this add-on is going to feature the displacer pistol pretty heavily. Bad cop getting dogpiled. He's supposed to come get Wilson. Did he die? What happened to him? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Okay. So he's gonna come get Wilson, and then they're gonna end the level together, just as if the player was doing this. Fun show. Yeah, exactly. I kind of like watching NPCs do the work. That animation was a little bit janky because I don't have a good picking up animation. Maybe that's something we can add later on, but definitely not worth it at this early phase in development of the add-on. Scan Wilson here. And then they despawn, because we won't want Scar Zero to run into them again after that point. So that's my basic idea, is just you get to witness this moment from EZ2 from a different character's perspective. That'll be fun. But now we get to the part that I've been kind of dreading, and that's that I need to connect this room to the rest of the level that it's connected to. And there's a pretty big problem with that we'll see in a moment. I'm gonna load up Chapter 3, Map 1. This is obviously Chapter 3, Map 1 from EZ2. No clip around a little bit. This room is right after we meet Wilson. And you can actually see the boss arena from the end of Chapter 3. And this is where Scar Zero is going to come in to actually see that fight taking place. He'll be somewhere like... I don't want to start the conversation with Wilson. But he'll be maybe somewhere over here, behind this locked door. This will be later on in the timeline, so we can make the doors open. And he'll be able to come into this room and see Bad Cop fighting the Gonome from this perspective. How about a fan update to episode 1 where we see an elite soldier stare at the camera during the Mossman scene? Somebody already made that, I feel like. I swear I've seen like on Game Banana an update where like Wilson is in that scene, and I love that. I absolutely love that. Bad Cop holding Wilson like a Chimon swept. Yeah, the animation broke. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there, but I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff until we get the whole thing prototyped out. Definitely should be more portal-style maps with the cut gun. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going for here. Dan Scarp, who makes custom maps on the workshop, is also working on some aperture-themed maps that might eventually use the displacer pistol. So I think that'll be good. We will be getting more displacer pistol content in the future. At one point, Breadman was working on a map with the displacer pistol, but I think that one is probably shelved. Video link, Game Banana name? I don't know. I'd have to go looking. I don't have that on hand. So we know we want to connect this room, this area, to oh, there's Wilson. How is he wondering where I went when we haven't even been introduced yet? But anyways, we have to connect these maps together. So that's what I want to work on tonight. But there's a problem. I'm going to show you guys something, and this might ruin Chapter 3 of EZ2 for you. So just prepare yourselves, because I'm going to show you a peek behind the curtains that you might not have wanted to see. These maps are logically impossible. They clip into each other. They could not exist. See, like, this room actually covers up where the Gonome would jump into the arena. This staircase cuts straight into the test chamber. This scanner is like right in the way as well. It's impossible for these to coexist in the same space. Just add world portals. Oh, you're so right. You're so right, Vizzies, but we don't have world portals. So you might have ascertained from what this looks like, what's actually going on here is that I used the skybox to create that illusion. So I didn't even have to worry about, when we were working on EZ2, I mean, I didn't have to worry about making these fit together, because I just put all of the Chapter 3 Map 3 stuff in the skybox, and I put this stuff in the map. Well, I mean, it was already in the map, right? So, this is a 3D skybox, so it can clip into the geometry and there's no issues. So I could do something like that again. That would actually work perfectly fine, right? But the problem is, I don't know if sounds will transfer well enough. Like, I'd have to use a microphone. E&V microphone. And I don't know if it's gonna work the way that I want it to. I want it to sound really natural. Hi, Blixabon. Welcome. I'm glad you were able to join today. Actually, I might need your help. I was just talking to chat about this problem of combining Chapter 3 Map 1 with Chapter 3 Map 3. And how to do that well. There's two different ways that I could see myself doing it. I could either see I'm going to have to cut some stuff out, and I'm going to have to use the fact that the player can't actually see and hear to my advantage, and just cut out a lot of this part of the level. Or I could do what Chapter 3 Map 1 did and try to hide Chapter 3 Map 3 in the skybox, and use a microphone to transfer the sounds. I think that might work, but one other problem is that I will want stuff from Chapter 3 Map 3 over here to connect back. Like, the lab area will have to connect to the map somehow. So I think maybe gutting it is actually the better way to do it. What do you think about that, Blixabon? Are there messages in chat that aren't showing up for me? Hold on. I think there's some messages that like aren't. No, they're all showing up. Sorry, it's a little bit distracting with Restream. I'm a little bit confused. Okay, sorry. So this map is going to be. Oops, sorry, not this map. Wrong map. This map is going to be Bad Cop fighting the Gnome from Scar Zero's perspective. So we have Bad Cop as an NPC, and we want to be able to see this encounter from this observation room over here.
Hey, I can see you.
But the problem is that in order to get into the observation room, you need to go through the other map, which wouldn't actually possibly connect with this map. So that's kind of the issue that I'm looking at right now. I want a mod for episode 2 that renames the Borealis to Boreal. You know, the funny thing about that is that I had to, like, originally that was a bug. I mean, there was like a mistake in the projected texture that cut off the letters. So we made a joke about calling it Boreal. But then at some point we fixed the projected texture, and I had to actually make a texture that has the letters cut off to preserve the joke. I didn't even consider that C31 looks out to C33. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I could really go meta and like make it a different area that Scar Zero goes into, but I feel like I'd almost rather work with the existing geometry, because that's gonna increase the number of places that the player recognizes, and, you know, make it feel like a more connected world. That's what I'm really interested in. Bad Cop doing? This is always so much fun just to watch the NPCs fight each other. I'm gonna accidentally waste a lot of time doing that. Not sure if it's worth trying to pull that off here, honestly. I disagree. Like, I think it is worth it. Because, for one thing, like, I want... How did he... What happened here? What? You guys see that? That was unusual. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I think it is worth it because I know I want this part of the level. And I know I want this part of the level. And I know I want the part from Chapter 3, Map 1. So, I think I'm gonna go for it. It was meant to be impossible from the beginning. I think, okay, so I think the way that I'm gonna pull this off is, basically, just gut this entire half of the arena, right? Because I was thinking originally to put cameras here so that the player could see this area where the Gonome first attacks Bad Cop. But what if I don't do that? If I don't have any cameras here, I could delete all this geometry, and then that would leave room for the C3-1 part. And I can just delete this room, and that leaves everything perfectly intact. I think that might be how I want to do it. And then there's also a funny thing here. This observation room is set back from the wall here, right? But if you actually look in C3-1, it wouldn't physically work like that. Like, there's space for a room right here, but this would be too far back. It would, like, cut into the space. So I might move this forward and delete everything behind it. Make vents. Yeah, there'll be vents. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Like, what if you watched through the vents? That might be something. Gotta consider that. I've also got to think about where the Gonome actually enters the arena from, because I know I want that to be a puzzle. So I don't want to delete too much geometry to the point where the Gonome can't, like, sort of enter the same... I mean, I know I'm going to have to cut out this part, basically. I'm going to get started. So... First, I'm going to open up map 1. Let's get some Portal music. So I'm going to save this as... save a copy of that, and I'm going to start deleting unnecessary stuff. Which is tricky because I don't know which parts of the map I want to use. I originally wanted to have Scar Zero walk through this part of the map, but I think I can dispute that now if I'm, discount that now if I'm focusing on the area around the Gonome. I don't know, maybe I will want this, though. I can start by taking out this stuff. Well, or can I? See, this is actually trickier than it seems. I don't know exactly like how far Scar Zero is going to be able to go. I know I want him to end up in this room. And I know somewhere in this blank area it's going to be a puzzle with the Gonome to send it into the arena. So I know at least this area I can cut. That's for sure. Can I? Maybe any of this I could potentially need to put back, so I shouldn't worry too much about it, I think. say this door is gonna be blocked. Maybe I can undo that later if I so choose, but that'd mean that everything this side will be cut. I wonder if that includes like a tone map controller. Should have thought about that. Yeah. There could be a lot of entities in here that I don't want to remove. Which soundtrack is this? So this is Portal 1. So this is, let's see. This is You Can't Escape You Know. Most of this we can ignore. There's probably color correction in the other map anyways. I'm gonna ignore that for now. Go ahead and cut this stuff at the moment. Put it back if we need it. Just trying to get rid of some extra stuff. I try to combine these. What this trigger does. Some choreography. That. Parallax targeted key maps. And Wilson. Wilson is gone, unfortunately. Where's the lock? Oh, that's the door that I removed. Convenient. Okay. So Wilson. Wilson will be in the other map, with Bad Cop. Wilson! Wilson! There's a lot of stuff over here that I think I can probably remove. Where do I want to cut it? Might end up putting a lot of it back. Now I think I should cut it. Probably at this door. Oh, not that door. This door. This wall. And maybe I'll end up putting it all back, but for now, this will limit the map size a lot. I'm being pretty, I'm cutting a lot right now, but we can always go back to the source and put it back in. sure, let's see, not to cut anything on this wall. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, there we go. It's a lot of stuff. I'll have to cover up some of these patches here. Okay. So far so good. Yeah, so now we have a nice subsection of this map to use. Yeah, thanks, Booksaban. So, Glenn, I see your message. I'm not sure exactly what you want me to say about that. I don't think this is necessarily the best time to open a discussion about that. When I look at this map with all the extra stuff cut off, it seems a lot more attainable as far as like stitching it with the other map goes. You know? All it is this little block. Looks like if I cut out parts of the other one, that it'll fit together pretty easily. I want to be absolutely clear about something. You can't use someone else's name in a copyright notice. Like that's misleading. You know, like that's not an acceptable thing to do. So I think it's understandable the request that he made, and I appreciate that you took the video down. That's all I'm gonna say, I suppose. So I guess I should look at the other map and try to see what needs to be cut out from it first. EZ2 is a pretty dead game, no offense. Okay. That's funny. Let's see. I cut this part. I've got to be really careful about how I want to fit this in, though, because I don't necessarily want to cut out all of this area. Like, there might be opportunities, like, someone had suggested using vents. Like, what if there's a... Guys, I found the dump zone. Dump zone. Love Portal music. Yay! Dump zone. I love Breadman's sense of humor. What is this? Oh, it's an enemy finder. I just want to try to cut out this entire... I think so, to be honest. Let's actually... Okay. Let me try to copy it and see what goes wrong, basically. Just try it. Imagine if entities had icons. What do you mean by that? What is that supposed to mean? Just put that over there. I'm gonna quick. I actually have my maps tracked as a Git repo, so I can commit the changes and have a point to reset to. So if I mess this up really badly, I'll be able to revert. Imagine if triggers had what? What are you guys talking about? Triggers are brush entities. What are you gonna say about the next entropy zero? That's not really. The stream is about a workshop add-on, so we're not really gonna talk about next EZ2 stuff here. Tomorrow, I was thinking of streaming some programming, so I might be working on features related to it, but I don't have anything to say. That's classified, says Witzbold. Hi, Witzbold. Triggers had icons. What does that mean? We're gonna take... Oh, that was a lot of stuff to copy. We're gonna copy all this stuff. And... Oh, please don't tell me it's rotated. If it's rotated, I might cry. No, it's not rotated. It's the same orientation. This might crash Hammer, guys. Wish me luck. This will probably crash Hammer. Hammer crashes very easily. Where did I put the... Okay, so where's the observation deck? I just want to see how this stuff lines up before I go any further. So there's the observation deck. There's the actual observation deck. So I can't see what I'm looking at anymore. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna move this here. Might be off the grid. No, it's maybe. This is just a trial run, so I don't need to worry too much if it lines up exactly. I don't even know the best way to measure this. That's roughly how it will line up. Before I do anything else, I'm just gonna inspect this. I'm gonna take a look at it and see what I think here. So here's the observation room. It's gonna be duplicated. Here's where it connects to the rest of the map. That will intersect with this room here. There is just enough room that Bad Cop could fit in here underneath the other map if I wanted to keep them. Something to think about. I don't know about that, though, because then I'd need to cut all these walls in half and make sure everything's sealed up properly. It would be kind of annoying. I just wouldn't be able to show the room, but I'd be able to have the NPCs navigate through it. It does sound kind of tempting. I don't know, like, wait, how tall if I was to do start here. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, that's plenty of room. So I think that might be. We might want to keep the floor plan the same and keep these doors, and then just cut out the top part basically. And interesting. Wait, this is really disorienting because they're like interleaved with each other. So this is the room where you find Wilson. It the monitor would be right where Wilson is if you combine them. I've lost the plot actually of what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is where you take Wilson. That would go directly into this wall, and then the second observation room should be there. What a mess. So I'm gonna undo. How far can I undo? If cheese had icons. Sometimes I like to dream about cheese. Congratulations, you received 100 messages with Restream. Thanks, Restream. Hammer Crash speedrun. Yeah, no, really. With Ring getting a resurgence in memes with a ceiling TV, would a Ring game and Source be one of the next things that? Like the Ring, like the yeah, the movie. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. Still need to see the old movies. I'm glad that you continue to add new content to EZ2. I want to return to the game. Yeah, if you're talking about the update from last week, it's still in a pre-release, or sorry, it's in a beta branch, a Steam beta. But eventually we'll be able to get those features out. The current beta is unstable. There are some bugs that might happen, but the next version should be stable, and then we'll be able to publish that. Looking forward to it. So I'm gonna paste. Is your mic oscillating, or is that just on my end? Actually, that's a really good question. Can anyone else in chat confirm? What's your opinion on map frowny face? What does that mean? I'm so confused. My mic is oscillating. Is there possibly a setting? Give me like 15 seconds. I'm gonna change something. I'm gonna see if it helps. I'm back. Does the microphone sound any different, or is it exactly the same? Mic is good. That's good. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna have to start subtracting things now. So I'm gonna delete that. Delete this. What does this do? Oh, there used to be a G-Man here. What? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Maybe I've forgotten. In a long time. Delete that. So I've hollowed out that room. Let's see. I'm gonna need to basically cut these down to Hammer Crash. Yeah, we knew it was coming. wonder what models, props, CS Office, computer, case B, P6A tastes like. Oh no, I'm gonna have to look up what that prop is now. Any possibility of an Arbite core making an appearance? Oh, absolutely. I'm planning on an Arbite core character being pretty central to this map pack. I don't have any voice acting for it yet because we're still kind of just experimenting with this, but that is definitely the intention. What was that prop that somebody said in chat? It was props, CS Office, computer case. Okay. Props, CS Office. Computer case B, P6A. The hard drive? Also, I had no idea there was a individual model for a hard drive. I kind of love that. Map, sad face is a video that I think you saw. That's why I was asking. I don't know if I'm familiar with that actually. Mic is still oscillating. I'm probably not going to be able to fix it on this stream, but I'll take a look at the VOD and see if I can find it. I don't know much about why the microphone would be doing that. You ever watched A Manly Badass Hero? No, I'm afraid I don't know what that is. Let's see. So I think I can kind of just cut it off right here, and that'll make it really easy. Cut that. Don't need any player clips there because the player won't be there. This can probably go as well. This will probably need to move. What is this? I think this will need to be like somewhere else. Maybe I'll just put this over here. This is where the gonome will start, so I'm going to put that down here instead. Plays indie horror games. Oh, okay. I'd suggest keeping your head facing the mic. Seems like it gets quiet when you look right. Oh, is that the problem? Okay, I see the issue. Yeah, I suppose I should put my chat up on the left and then other stuff up on the right. Right now I have my chat in OBS. I'm a little bit confused right now because I have multiple chats. But I'll do my best to try to keep my head oriented towards the mic. This one I don't want to move. I can help it. Take the ceiling out though. I'm just deconstructing the map at this point. This can probably go. Let's see, can that go? I think that can go. This isn't how mapping usually goes. You know, like with all the other streams, I've tried to make something new with the map, like make a new map from an idea. And this is more of, I guess, like the kind of stuff I would do when I was working on EZ2. It's more like remixing, editing, reorganizing. CSS props are the best. Oh yeah, I love CSS props. Maybe it's nostalgia, you know, just all the times on Gary's mod or playing CSS or playing different Half-Life mods. I think we're getting somewhere with this. I don't know if I should cut out this. Yeah, I will need to cut out this area too. Probably need to cut out all of this stuff. This area always intrigued me. Like it's got all these detail props in it, but you never actually really see it. And you're not allowed to go up there. Are you planning to add new weapons in the next EZ game? It's possible. Perhaps. You know, I think I said that's not really what we're gonna talk about in this stream. But you know, just keep an eye out on the patch notes, and you can make of that whatever you will. Just kind of disassembling this whole structure now. That can stay. Oops, that was a big trigger. Phase triggers. What does this actually do? So this is phase triggers. This is supposed to be when the player steps here. I can remove this particular solid here. Oh, I missed some chat messages. I was always too busy fighting the zombies in Gonome to ever notice the upstairs portion of this arena. I know, right? That's why, like, you never think about how this area is physically impossible. That was something I was kind of counting on too when we made the foreshadowing area. It's like you're not really thinking about whether or not the space would work in reality. You know, you're just focused on what's happening now. So it's more about the experience than about making sure everything lines up physically as if it was a real place. I've seen mention of new things in the version of Source SDK 2013. You mean the EZ2 Source SDK 2013 repo? Yeah, there's we've been working on some changes. You know, we keep pushing updates, so some new stuff. Adding the Wilson gun, yeah, exactly, Blixabon. Map chop shop, yeah, exactly. Redacted will be better than EZ3. I suppose so. You learn something new about EZ2 every day. Oh, I know it. I don't know. According to one chatter, it's a dead game. So, dead game. I end up reconstructing some of this stuff later. What about this door? Yeah, that door can go. Yeah, a lot of this stuff can go. I'm gonna end up doing a lot to seal the map later on, I think. It's the phase triggers again. Oh, that's too much. I'm gonna cut out this part. Because this will all get... Oop, that might be too much, actually. This will all get added in later with the part from the new map. I think we're looking pretty good as far as removing stuff goes. This will... I wonder if this will need to be cut down too. Let's give it a shot. Give it another attempt to combine them. I think I missed a lot of messages. Entropy 02, more like entropy dead 2. Yeah, I know, right? The Wilson gun better shoot miniature projectile Wilsons. You're on to us. it's just it's like the gravity gun. It's just gonna fire Wilson. Hack into little mainframes. Yeah. It should be zero activity too. I'm looking to the right again. You guys just told me, hey, stop looking away from the microphone. We can't hear you. And I'm like looking over at chat. It should be 0-2 players. Yeah. Oh, we got Still Alive. You know what's weird is I felt really confused for a moment about why Still Alive was playing. It's like, because it's the Portal soundtrack? Why wouldn't it be playing? We do what we must because we can. I feel like I'm gonna have to try this again. Oh, this is messy. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying. All should probably line up. So and the science gets let's see what it's trying to line up with. Because I find it very difficult to see clearly. Maybe if I turn off, let's see. Button for that. Streamer brain, I forgot how to turn off 3D previews in. Used that button before. There we go. That did not make it better. The chair was a really good reference point, which I just turned off. So, oh, and I deleted the chair. Oh, now there is no hope. What have I done? I was relying on the table to show where the boundaries are. This isn't quite right, but let's roll with this for a second and see how it's looking. So I just gotta move it up into place. So okay, so this room is gonna have a problem. That space, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, getting there. What about over here? Is there anything that's clipping? I think we're pretty good. This can all be one solid block that'll block things in. This does go a little bit lower than I thought, but we can account for that. Okay. So I'm going to make a few changes over on this side first. Hello, Still Alive. Oh, hi, Ellen. I almost missed your message there. Oh, it's Cake. Yeah, Vizzy's. The Google translated version of the song. Maybe not right now. Entropy -2. Map is no longer still alive. What do we want to listen to now? Uprising soundtrack. Okay, so this is looking good. Yeah, I love the Uprising soundtrack. It's so good. Maybe I should I use the existing floor instead of this floor? Maybe I should. That would be a good way to line it up. I could line up this wall with the existing wall. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. have to change the sizes a little bit. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no. I just realized, actually, when I copy it, it's going to mess this up anyways. The parallax... Oh, no. The parallax corrected cube maps. So we've got a parallax corrected cube map here. How is it? No, that'll be fine, right? Yeah, that'll be fine. As long as it's still... Yeah, it'll be fine, because this is tied to this cube map. I was thinking this cube map was going to have the brush faces specified. Should be bad, but we'll see how this goes. Actually, before I do that, I'm not quite ready yet. Uprising, my beloved. It's 9 a.m., so I can finally watch your stream. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks for stopping by. Right now, we're working on combining Chapter 3, Map 3, and Chapter 3, Map 1 from EZ2. Because I'm making a map where you're going to play as Scar Zero, and you're going to watch events from EZ2 happen from a different perspective. So I'm kind of kit-bashing some maps together to make it work. This area is going to have to go. So this will probably go down here. Did I delete that? No, yeah, I did. Worry about that later. That's important. I'm going to cut this block down. Cut it right about there. Oh, I can just delete that. Never mind. This. Pretty good. Let's try it again. Is it OST? You mean Uprising? Is that the name of one of the tracks? Yeah, this is Ghost Particle. It's a remix by Employee 8. This will be released as a standalone mod or a workshop add-on. Workshop add-on. This shouldn't require any custom code or any special configurations inside of the map. So I'm hoping to upload it to the workshop. That could always change, I suppose, but I don't foresee any reason why I would want to do that differently at this time. We'll see what the future holds. Okay. So that edge right there is what I'm shooting for. How to line it up on the vertical axis. Oh, it's right here. So if I... Okay. Delete that that water surface. Oh, I thought I deleted that. Wait. Didn't I remove? Am I going crazy, chat? I've sworn I that. right here. Okay. Just gonna delete that. Oh, wait. I'm confused. Hammer crashing in about 15 seconds. Yeah, I'm expecting Hammer to crash any moment now. Well, Hammer never crashes. Never. Let's try that again. Part of the Hammer grind. I mean, I was copying like hundreds of brushes and entities, so I mean, that's actually pretty fair. Oh no, it saved like that. No, oh my goodness. Oh, what a disaster. Yikes. Okay, that's so strange. I don't know what's going on there. Chat, did I do something obviously wrong? Did I mess that up somehow? What is that thing? Oh, I think that's for the radio boxes. Yeah, we need to keep that. Okay. I need to get rid of this junk without deleting all the surrounding map. This is dangerous. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Yikes. Okay. So I'm just gonna start like this. Okay, I think there might still be, yeah, there's a lot of junk. Somehow when I copied and moved stuff, I think I selected things in a way that was weird, or I made some kind of mistake. It's all good. What does this do? Okay, so this is from the part that was copied. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Maybe I deleted too much and messed everything up. We'll see. Check the VMX file. No, I think it's okay. It's all Jover. No, it's all right. So we recovered. The VMX might have been a good idea because that might have been the save before that save happened. But it'll be fine. Don't worry. We got it under control. So I'm gonna delete this wall and this wall. Maybe the ceiling too. Keep the ceiling. Oh, see, I selected solids. That was a mistake. So I want to select all. I think that might have been what caused the weirdness before. Hammer's gonna crash again. Okay. So I want to line up with these two surfaces. So on this axis, I want to line up with this surface. maybe I can just go ahead and like hide almost everything. I'm actually just gonna hide everything. Hide. And then, I probably could have just used viz groups for this, but it doesn't matter. Just hiding things, and then copy this. Oh, interesting. I think the size of the rooms doesn't even line up. So, like, this room. Yeah, this one's. Oh, no, it lines up. Okay. The height of the room, that does line up. I could move everything to the left or the right, actually. I think it might be beneficial to move over to the right a little bit. It doesn't line up horizontally exactly. It lines up well. I'll keep it like this for now. Okay. So I think we got it. So let's see what the damage is here. So, glad I just saved. Is Seaflu in Half-Life 2? No, it's from Entropy Zero. Boom Donut says, okay, I gotta go. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoyed. I know it's been a little bit chaotic. Very scuffed Hammer stream today, but hope it was enjoyable. Did I keep my changes here? Where am I? Okay, here we are. So first of all, I want to see if these walls are a little bit too tall. I can move them down a little bit. I'll do something about the doors in just a minute. I think for the doors, I will just take out the props because the player won't be looking over here anyways. So I'm gonna remove that entirely. So we will revisit the place that Bad Cop passed through before. Yep, that's exactly the idea. I want to revisit some existing locations. This workshop map. Will we be able to compile this map again? this area, just to be clear, the NPCs will walk around in here, so the player will be able to hear them, but you won't actually be able to see in here. So this is a little bit of smoke and mirrors. Obviously, this doesn't make a lot of sense, but if the player doesn't see it, it's not real, right? So we don't need to worry so much about what's out of sight. In fact, I should probably remove the textures from a lot of this, so it doesn't even need to render, you know? Hammer is getting more evil. No, there's just a lot of junk in this map. This isn't a very optimal way to do mapping. This is a product of me wanting to use existing stuff for this scene rather than making new map content. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it's going to crash a lot. I'm going to have to cut down on a lot of entities and random junk that the player won't even be able to see. Is that really where... I don't see a line there. Bye, Len. Have a good night. I should probably delete this altogether. When is the next? Oh, I missed that message. Sorry about that. When is the next workshop stream? I want you to play that map that I didn't let you play before. Oh, that map. Yeah. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another workshop stream, but I'm sure there will be one eventually. So, remind me if I announce another one. Honestly, it might not be for a while. I don't really plan on doing more workshop streams, but I'm sure there will be one. And when there is, I want to play your map for sure. Before we go, I had some ideas based on the ring. Yeah, I don't really know the ring very well, but a combat soldier, female assassin. I think we'll be seeing more of the assassins in the future. To be honest, you know, I think that's a really cool concept that hasn't been explored much. So yeah, I think that you might see some add-ons kind of like that in the future. Gap here. I'm not quite sure what you mean by a tout jump. Is this also filled in? I feel like this is leaking to the void. This does not feel like it's all sealed in. Yeah, it's yeah, there's a giant hole in the map. Yeah, it's not leaked, it's not sealed. Okay. I should probably fill in more of this. This gap is the one I'm mostly concerned with. Like a bit of a puzzle game using cow cannon. Oh, is the music loud? Oh, it is. It is loud. Sorry about that. It's a really good track by CW. Really hoping that we're able to compile this and play through it before the end of stream. So that would be cool. This was something that, you know, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. I really intended to do this off stream because I don't think of this as a stream thing. I'm kind of glad I did try to do it on stream, but I hope it was fun to watch because it's not usual, you know, doing this kind of like kit bashing stuff. It's not the normal mapping experience. Miniature cabbage. Based music right there. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was made by CW3D. So it is very based. Is this okay? Oh yikes! Okay, I've messed this up completely. Oh, that's so messed up. I think okay. So I'm gonna delete this brush. I'm gonna delete this prop. Delete that. Then maybe I can just like extend this backwards a little bit. Brush back. I think there's some brushes that are intersecting each other right now, which is not good. Probably pull this one in, to be honest. This map is such a mess. Okay, I think. That's why I hate editing existing maps. You know, totally fair. I like it. I find it very hard to make maps from scratch. So I do find it very nice to have something to base my work on. Maybe that just means I'm a hack. I don't know. But it's possible. But yeah, I think working from existing maps is fun. It can be really interesting. I know this area must look really weird because it's like mostly filled in, but just remember, it's only going to be NPCs. Did I accidentally delete this door? Yeah, I think I did. Uh-oh. No, I didn't. There's the door. I think we're pretty good here as far as this goes. Now I just need to fill in this big gap. Some of this is going to need to be over here. Lesser of two evils. What's this brush? Oh, I see it. It clips up into the ceiling. Yeah, I think there's two different ceiling brushes here, right? Yeah, there are. I think I can delete either of them arbitrarily. Yeah. I can pull this down just a little bit. Yeah, that should stop that Z fighting. $69.69 and Will Soy. What does that mean? What does that what does that mean? I don't understand. Like this no draw. So that looks decent. And then EZ2 Twitch emojis, maybe, perhaps. I love custom emojis. You have to be affiliate to get custom emojis. I think you do. Like on YouTube, I think you also have to be monetized to get custom emojis. I'd rather have custom emojis that are more specific to my channel, you know, rather than everything being EZ2. There will come a time where I have streams that have nothing to do with EZ2, you know, that's just kind of happens to be something interesting that I can stream, but you know, there's gonna be streams where I develop something completely different. At some point, I need to pivot to VR content, but I don't know how that's gonna segue, you know. VR is my passion. Well, also this. I have two passions. There's a lot of detail in this map that I should remove later for optimization. Just a lot of stuff that the player won't see anymore. I like how there are more Twitch viewers than YouTube. That surprises me. Yeah, I haven't really been looking at the viewer numbers so much. I'm happy to see that both platforms are being used. You know, um, I've been enjoying Twitch, but I know there's like some people don't want to use Twitch and some people don't want to use YouTube. So I was hoping that multi-streaming would let me be more accessible. You know, everyone can watch. think this is looking pretty good. Dump zone. You know, it would be really unfortunate is if the Gnome doesn't even fit here. Yeah, so the model clips. I think the hull is still a human hull though, so as long as a human can fit there, he should be good. Player start. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to compile this and see what happens. This Frankenstein's monster of a map. Might take a while. Okay. So we have a leak. 4D VR when? Now that's a good question. I mean, does haptics count as 4D? I guess haptics on a controller wouldn't count as 4D, but I feel like haptics in VR are different than controller haptics. Add bone zone to the map. I mean, we've got the dump zone. Isn't that enough? I don't think you can have both of those zones in one map. Did I lose any progress? Not. Let's see here. So there's a hole in the map right there. Oh, that's sneaky. Look at that tiny gap. Wow, that is really yucky. I think I'll just pull this brush back to fill in the gap. This kind of thing, it makes source engine mapping really frustrating to people. I mean, I think if you organize your brushes really cleanly, this happens less, but I don't know if I'm just saying that because I know that I don't organize my geometry well enough, as well as I should. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Is this the right axis? No, it's not. I get so easily turned around. The next H was possible add face extrusion supposedly. That sounds nice. But face extrusion, isn't that like how is that different from using the vertex tool? I mean, I guess it just grabs all the vertices surrounding a face, right? That sounds useful. That sounds handy. I would use that. Oh, that's not the right axis either. This is. I feel like there's going to be more leaks elsewhere. That was only the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, you click side instead of corner. Yeah, that sounds useful. I can't imagine actually trying to edit a pre-existing map with all the clutter. Probably helps if you know what you're doing. Well, I think partially it's my familiarity with this map in particular. I mean, you can see how much I'm fumbling just to see where stuff is. Like, where's this part of that? Where's that part of that? It does get really cluttered. But since I've done this a lot before with these maps, with EZ2, and I've done a lot of editing pre-existing maps, it's like I've gotten used to ignoring a lot of the noise. But it looks a lot worse than it is, I would say. And if you're making new stuff, it's not as bad. Concordia Willow says, I'm gonna head out for now, but good luck on the rest of the stream. Hopefully I'll catch the next one tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you had fun. Hope you have a good night as well. Is that compiled? Let's see what kind of horrors we have brought. upon this world. That was weird. It just feels wrong to have that transition. Okay, so I'm gonna start over here. This isn't probably where Scar Zero is gonna start, but just to give a sense of, oh my goodness, what is that? Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna question it. This is where Wilson would have been. This is where I would keep my Wilson if I had one. Oh, that music kind of scared me. I'm gonna pause the music for a second. 1 out of 3. It's another CW track. Absolute banger. Decor is nice. Oh, thank you. I can't take any credit because this is existing maps. So yeah, this is where you would take Wilson normally. I have no Wilson, of course. I'm Scar Zero. Sort of. Actually, I am still Bad Cop, but I will be Scar Zero when I'm done adding the player models to this map. So I can go in here, and that's the actual map. That feels really weird. This feels trippy. Oh. So I can do spawn Bad Cop. That's Wilson down. You can imagine that this scene could play out while I'm doing other stuff on the map.
I can see you in there.
So those two voice lines should be local to the NPCs, and they're not currently, so that's a problem. Let me see target if Bad Cop is able to navigate with the new messed up brushwork. Okay.
Watch out.
Work? Oh, work. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, so Bad Cop should retreat back to where we will be able to see him. And if we're Scar Zero, we'll be up in this room, up here. So Bad Cop should come back here, so if we want to watch, we'll be able to watch here. Or we can keep going with our own objective, which will be in other parts of the map. You know, and we'll just... You know, we can just keep going while all that combat is happening. Or we can just listen to it. Don't actually have to watch. But decor is nice. You were talking about the giant white hole. Yeah, so, yeah. Sometimes I like to just watch the NPCs fight. Oh, Bad Cop is stuck. This might be a problem. Chat, I think we have a problem. Bad Cop is stuck in the fire. How does this even happen? He's not even getting hurt by it. He doesn't even care. He's just on fire. Oh, he died. Oh, no. This is so sad. How do I test that? Yeah, I should really make him invulnerable, or what I was thinking is just give him a ridiculous amount of HP and then have a game over screen if he does die. Like, something has gone horribly wrong if he dies. But yeah, either way, we'll fix that. Cop. Oh, are you okay? You're okay. Say orange. Some kind of NPC clip. Wait, which part is the NPC clip?
Hey, I can see you in there.
I'm just gonna fast forward this. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. Oh, the music is going fast. What is Bad Cop doing? I'll move forward so we can see the last little better. Oh, that music is gonna drive me crazy. I'm sorry. Gotta stop that. Goofy music, yeah, literally. I should have Bad Cop switch to his pulse pistol, but I almost feel like it's not worth it. Like, he switches to his pulse pistol, and he just has to switch back and reload, and I really want to focus on him using the Magnum. Like if I was Scar Zero and I'm just like wandering around, I'd just be able to hear the sounds happening. Is Bad Cop still alive? I think he got stuck fighting fast zombies. Not sure why it spawns in so many, you know?
Did it? Man, I can't believe you killed that thing.
Oh, there's Bad Cop. I didn't even see him through the refraction. He's right in the corner there.
Come and get it so we can get out of here.
Okay, now this is going to be super scuffed, but can he actually take Wilson to the end of the level? We're going to find out, chat. Give it a couple minutes for him to finish clearing out the zombies, and then, it's on a timer. It's not actually smart. I could use VScript and have him actually wait until all the zombies are dead. Like he would wait until he goes into idle state. Cool. Hi, Dormness. Thanks for joining. Welcome. You have him use the pulse pistol when he's far away enough to do a charge shot with revolver close range. Forgot about charge shots. I believe with some changes that Blixaban has made that he should be able to use a charge shot. So that's a possibility. I like that idea. So let's see. Will he make it? Will he make it to the end of the level? Uh-oh, he got stuck. Priority navigation. Don't fail me now. Come on, scan Wilson.
Pretty cold out here.
Right.
Guys, what did I do wrong? This is awkward. Wait, oh, okay, he just turned no on. Never mind. Alright. Good enough. What have we learned today, chat? This filter probably has a duplicate name with a filter that's in the other map, or I deleted it by accident. So we'll just go ahead and do an entity report, and then can I do a wild card in a class search? I've never tried that before. I don't think I can. Maybe I'll have to do target name. Filter Wilson. Activator name Willie. But that should match. I'm kind of wondering if people might see the fight and think they have to do something. Like they'd be attracted to the window and think, what must I do? It's a really good point. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, if that is the case. Like, should you be able to do something? It's kind of contrived to be like, oh, actually, it wasn't Wilson moving the panels. It was Scar Zero, the soldier that you left behind a chapter. I mean, that would be kind of weird, right? But maybe there's something you have to do. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I think if they are invested enough to watch the fight, that's good enough. If they want to leave as well, that's fine. I'll think about that. It really just depends on how playtesters react to it. What was up with that filter? Is this filter missing? Is that what happened? Yeah, I think that filter is missing. Okay, so maybe I can just grab this from the original map. Where does Scar Zero go after that? Is the Wilson door still open, or is that a locked door open or something? So I'm not sure exactly where, but let me run through some of my ideas. That's not what I wanted to do. So if we go back to the area where we were before, I think this is an area I want the player to go through multiple times. The Gonome should initially be stalking you in this area over here, which is not where the Gonome is in EZ2, but it'll break through, so that can open some doors that were closed before. I have no idea what happened with this thing here. I will figure that out. But this door over here should lead to an area where I want Scar Zero to be able to actually like use the displacer pistol to send the Gonome into an area. Maybe it'll be like the dump zone. So I turn on my flashlight here. So we got the dump zone. So Scar Zero is gonna take the Gonome, right? He's gonna use the displacer pistol and send the Gonome into the dump zone, and then the fight starts. So that's actually you doing that. So once the fight starts, that gets rid of the Gonome. So in a different part of the map, I'll have something where you have to scan the Arbite core, and you can't scan the Arbite core because the Gonome will always come and interrupt you. But once you take care of the Gonome, then you can go and move on to the next area. I want to do basically like a Metroidvania kind of deal. That's what I'm really looking for with this. So there's going to be other doors in this area that you can go through. This will be one of them, and maybe you can go over into like this area. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, there's more no clip over here. Nice. But yeah, maybe you can go. Yeah, maybe you can go over this area. You can go. I already deleted this part. Maybe you can go over here. But there's going to be another objective in a different part of the map, basically. And eventually, I want Scar Zero to end up right here where the bull squid is. There's nasty no draw over there. But what is that? I think there's some compiler issues with this. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised with all the geometry that I took, but yeah, that's weird. Does that happen over here too? I think this area is... Oh. Crash. Wow. I'll figure out that crash later. But yeah, that's basically the idea I have, is that the fight is going to be a trigger point in the story where you're going to be able to enter a new area after that fight happens. So I wonder why there was that white oh, what is this? What is this? Oh. 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 Oh no. Okay. We found the pro. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh yikes. Okay. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. Will anyone notice if I just fudge the ceiling down a little bit? You guys think anyone will notice? The ceiling is supposed to be really high, but I think like dropping the ceiling down just like just a touch. Oh, I can remove. Can I remove this surface? I might not be able to remove this. Yeah, we'll figure that out. The no draw zone. Yeah. So this was a problem where this hallway is actually directly above this room, which I wanted to have in the same map, but they're gonna fight each other. This wall is brought to you by Breadman. I hope you like it. I like it, Breadman. There's some guy who has every ceiling measured to the hammer unit. What do you mean by every ceiling? My favorite wall. Yeah, it's my favorite wall too. I think we're gonna wrap up here pretty soon. Now that I finished that area. Um, Let me see if I want to do a raid. There's not as many people who I want to raid on Fridays that I know. Sorry, Twitch raid, so YouTube won't be able to raid. Um, the guy who has measured every ceiling will know if I lower the ceiling. Well, what do you guys think about this little exercise of combining two maps? Was it interesting to watch? Was it boring? Do you think this is a bad way to approach mapping? Should I have redone everything from scratch? Like, what do you guys think about it? Just want to know your thoughts. I'll turn this back. It was fun. I'm glad to hear that. We're interested. I'm glad. Do you think this will be a good moment, or do you think it'll be like Click suggested? Like maybe players will think, I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I'm not in the arena. Because I could see both happening, and I think it'll be really hard to find out until we do some tests. I'm thinking of maybe combining all of these maps into one. Sounds crazy, but this could all be like a connected kind of Metroidvania layout where you're going through new areas that are connected to the existing hub. This is why when I map, I lay out how shit's gonna be because I always know either someone else is gonna want to do new areas that happen to be near the mod, or I'm gonna do it myself. Do you really though? Like, you think about other people trying to use your maps? Because to be honest, I don't think thinking about this kind of thing would have been worthwhile for the EZ2 team. Like, we wanted to make chapter 3. We're trying to create the experience. I think it's natural that me trying to kit bash things together after the fact isn't going to work out exactly right, because that wasn't the design goal of the map. It sounds like a Map Labs map, to be honest, in a good way, right? I haven't done Map Labs in a while. I do feel like I kind of missed the mapping challenges. They were so good at making me sort of like prioritize and stick within a time frame. I think that's what really got me to be able to publish maps, was doing Run, Think, Shoot, Live, and realizing, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be done within a month or however long the challenge was. Otherwise, it won't be released. Now I struggle with that a lot. If they watch the whole battle, they'll realize it was just a cool thing to look at. I hope so. We'll find out soon. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna wrap up here. So I appreciate everyone stopping by. And tomorrow I'll be back with a little bit of EZ2 programming. It's gonna be another chaotic stream, I'm afraid. I don't have anything super prepped for it. I know there's a few issues on GitHub that I want to work on. So I'll probably just be taking an issue off the stack and trying to probably this one. Trying to work on this issue, trying to work through like what's causing it, how do we fix it, that sort of thing. So if you can come back tomorrow, it's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern time. 2 p.m. EST to UTC. That's what is that, like 18 UTC? Yeah, if you want to come back. Oh, there's one more thing I got to mention that I forgot about. I set up a new Discord server. So if anyone feels like joining a Discord server specific for these streams, where we can talk about level design and games and topics around that, and I'll post like announcements or videos or just things that I want to recommend. Feel free to join. I have it linked in the Twitch description and in my latest community post on YouTube. So feel free to join by there. I was gonna pin it to the Twitch and YouTube chats, but I forgot. maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I hope that you all have a good night. I'm going to raid out. How do I raid on Restream? Raid over here on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm gonna raid a friend who's streaming. I think. Make sure that they're streaming. Yeah, a friend who's streaming some Fortnite, some casual gaming for Friday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. I said bye way too soon. I haven't even done the raid thing yet. Bye-bye.